Hey everybody, welcome back to Shapes.io, and this is what I think going to be the probably the last episode. I think we're going to, well, I shouldn't say the last episode, period, but I think it's going to be the last one for the structured levels. After this episode, I think all we would have left are basically free play levels. But let me show you where we're at. Now, you saw the shape we were working on last time, a level 23. Well, we finished that. I kind of did that off camera. It was no big thing. This is number 24. We're trying to unlock logic gates here. And look at this shape here. Looks a little complex, but it really isn't. Let's take a look at the information. As you can see, there are 4 layers. A big cyan Uno football. On top of that is a white Uno football rotated 90 degrees from the one below it. Below that is a set of basically pointed quarters for the pointed stars, 4 pointed stars. And you can see it's a red pointer pointing northeast, yellow or a white pointer pointing southwest, stacked together. And on top of that is a yellow circle. Hopefully that made sense. So let's actually follow it, because I've already started creating some. As you can see, there's 21K in the hub, but you don't see any actually showing up, and it's because I stopped the flow. And we've got them right here. Take a look. And here I've set this up to collect them, so all we have to do is basically put a splitter right here, and it will distribute them. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. But I'll show you how this thing is produced. Let's follow the line up here, and we'll come back to this in a little bit. This is something different. But let's see, what have we got? We got the white footballs being produced, but I'm actually tapping off of them to create the next shape in the next level shape. So yeah, I've already taken the liberty of looking ahead on and seeing what the next shape is. For the sake of filming, for the sake of recording, I wanted to get that recorded, or get that started, so maybe we can complete this in this episode. That's the goal. I want to get all the structured layers completed. So here you can see I've got a whole bunch of them, whole bunch of this level 24 shape, and let's go through the steps in reverse. So here's the final assembly. We are actually taking the blue football and the white football, which have been stacked together, and on top of that we're stacking the assembly with the pointers and the yellow circle. So you can see that I've created these assemblies and these assemblies. This is the final assembly. Let's go down here and take a look at this. Again, it should be a no-brainer, but we've got the cyan footballs coming in from the bottom. We've got the white ones coming in from the side, and they're getting stacked on top. And here we've got the red pointers and the white pointers they're being extracted from the red and white stars, and I've set up these assemblies. They're tileable. I mean, there's nothing particularly remarkable about them. They're just, I squeezed them to make them too wide, like TWO, not TOO, and then they're brought over here and stacked. And then I brought yellow circles in from a previous, when we were doing the yellow parking meters. Remember the parking meters? I think it was level 22, I think. When we were doing those, again, being a pack rat, I did not delete the circles and delete the assembly that made the yellow circles, because it turned out they were going to be needed later. Thank goodness. So anyway, they're stacked on top of the needles, and then that needle circle assembly is stacked on top of the little cyan and white football assembly, and that creates our final shape. Again, there's no great mystery to that one. It's just a lot of steps, that's all. It's not terribly complicated. It's just a buttload of steps. So let me show you something else. Here's the next shape. The next shape is, well, let's look at the finished product first so you can visualize it. Okay, you can see it right here. This is the next shape. So I'm stocking up on them right now, and that way we can just drop them right into the line when the time comes. But so anyway, yeah, all this is a green circle, or I'm sorry, green circle is a green square that's been cut up and reassembled in quarters, and reassembled in opposing quarters, like right here. You can see they're opposite corners, and so And then the layers are the bottom layer are these green pieces right here, and then a layer of there we go, level 24 completed. So we have unlocked logic gates. Okay, so it's like an and or XOR not operations. Okay, very cool. But we're going to wait on that. That's going to come after the levels are all complete, and then we'll mess around with the wires. That's the goal. Tutorial available. Is available for this level. Would you like to watch it? We're going to not watch it right now. Later, hopefully, we'll be allowed to watch it. We'll check it out. But again, this layer consists of basically this. Actually, let's go with it. We can hit the information now. Okay, so first layer are these opposing green squares. On top of that is the white football from the previous level, and then on top of that is yet another one of these green square assemblies. So really, it's uber simple. You basically just got to make these, bring these in from the previous layer, and then just give these a rotation, and just stack it in a different layer. I mean, it's uber simple, uber simple. So there we go. Let's go ahead and start to bring these things in then. And let's bring it right down. Oh, you know what else we're going to do? We are going to cut off these. There we go. That way most of them get directed over here. Most of the white footballs get directed to where they can be used and where they can be useful. So let's bring this all the way down. Okay, let's take this assembly right here. And let's just put it right here. Okay, so that'll put them onto that will put them onto the belt, and we'll start to see this shape bringing us some good things. And I think we can actually kill this one, can we not? Yeah, okay, it's stopped coming. Good. Okay, yep, that previous shape has stopped coming. So let's go ahead and kill that. We don't need all those that are currently in storage. And as you can see, we got plenty of this shape in the belt right now. And we'll just let this thing go until it reaches the final number. We are completely stocked up on these red rockets, so when the time comes, we can just release them right into the hub, and that will get us up to where we need to be pretty darn quick, I think. Now, looking at our upgrade planner here, I think that if we want to implement further upgrades, and what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to increase the production of this shape, because clearly, I mean, look at this. We've got almost 1 million of these saved up. We've got almost 200,000 of these rockets, of these Red Bull rockets saved up, but we've only got 50,000 of these saved up toward the 80,000 that we need. So I think we're going to have to up that a lot, I would say. So we'll get to that after we finish all the levels. Alright, you did it. You unlocked the free play mode. This means that shapes are now randomly generated since the hub will require a throughput from now on. I highly recommend you build a machine which automatically delivers the requested shape. The hub outputs the requested shape, the wires layer, so all you have to do is analyze it and automatically configure your factory based on that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so that is the free play level. Well, wait a minute. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? Oh, wow, it jumped. It actually jumped, so I didn't need to store all of these. Let's take a look at something. It automatically, oh, you know what? The hub already had a bunch of these things, a bunch of these shapes in it, so it automatically counted the ones I already made. Well, that's interesting, because this was supposed to unlock virtual processing. The shape we just did was supposed to unlock virtual processing. Instead, we unlocked level 25, and then because we had so many of these things already in the hub. I mean, almost 200,000 of them. These red rockets. It automatically jumped to level 26 and counted. It jumped to level 26 and counted everything we had already created, and it immediately jumped to level 27. So all this stuff that I did, saving this, yeah, I totally didn't have to do that. So let's go ahead and we're just going to mainline it right now. So, boom, there's that. And there's no sense in storing it. So let's go ahead and kill that. So that's just totally going to swamp the hub with those things. Well, my goodness, well, holy crap, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have set up the storage. I didn't even think about that. Okay, well, there we go. Quicker than we thought it would happen. We have completed level 26, or level 24, 25, and 26. So look, for this, I realized maybe some people were clicking on this hoping to see how level 26 is solved. Well, what I will do is I'll put a card in the upper right hand right about now. Yeah, click on that card, and I'll try to put a link in the description too, so that you can see for yourself. Oh, there's a new upgrade available. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. That's tier 13. Let's go ahead. What's the extraction? Cutting, rotating, and stacking. That always runs pretty slow, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, see these. This is the choke point right here. Now we're waiting on those, so we're gonna have to make more of those, I guess. All right, so yeah, that card will take you to a video I did specifically on how to solve this Red Bull rocket shape. So go ahead, check that out if you're still wondering. And all right, so hopefully in the not too distant future we'll mess around. I want to play around with the wires update and find out. I want to play around with the wires features and see if we can do some basic and more complicated operations with it. Like it said, I mean, we can set up a factory to automatically configure. Because didn't it say it can read the output of the hub? Did I read that right? Let's the layer right here. Yeah, there's the feed right there. So clearly it can. There's the interface point. So clearly it can. So that's really cool. So yeah, we'll have to play around with that. But anyway, I hope you found this interesting. And if you got any questions, comments, or whatever, put it in the comments. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this one. Again, check out the playlist. This will be in a playlist if you're looking for help on a particularly difficult shape. I've probably got something to help you with that in that playlist. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.